Hello Virgo, hope you guys are doing good today. This is going to be a reading for Virgo, Sun sign, Moon, and Venus for February 2020. Thank you for subscribing and giving this video a thumbs up. Welcome back, Gemini Sun Tarot 1111 tribe. I'm very glad that you're here. Don't forget also to hit the notification bell so when I do upload, you'll be able to see the videos quickly. I'm getting done with all of my monthly readings, excuse me, for February this week, so they'll all be up. If you post in the comments below something you'd like me to do a reading on, like something specific, whether it's career, finances, romance, you know, I'm not doing personal readings right now, but I don't mind doing like a general thematic kind of reading. It will depend on how many people like the different comments with the suggestions, and then I can do that. And I will also be posting a video around Valentine's Day just for everyone about Valentine's Day and love interest and good juicy things of that nature. So remember, this is a general reading. I'm not providing personal readings at the moment, but I will be doing that soon. So thank you for bearing with me. And we're going to go ahead and get started. What I do is pull a few cards from the Goddess Guidance Oracle card, usually about 3. The Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, excuse me. The regular reading will be with the Radiant Wise Tarot. We'll do clarification with the Rider-Waite. And then I'll be pulling a Fairy Tale Lenormand at the end. 1 or 2, we'll see how many pop out. They're really cool. They tell a little story. Sometimes they're a little dark. But we'll see what, it's fun. We'll see what it says. And they are really helpful. The past readings that I've done, when I read one of those at the end, it just kind of ties everything in beautifully. It's really kind of interesting how that works. So for Virgo, for February 2020, let's get a few cards. Okay, your first Goddess Guidance Oracle card is Vesta, Home. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So I don't know whether this is you're moving out. I mean, it's the beginning of the year still. It's January. Maybe you had to change apartments, or maybe February 1st you are moving into a new apartment. So this is just the message for you, knowing that this is a good thing, that the move is going to be good for you. You might also want to, you know, I don't know if you have sage or whatever, go through and clear the energies. If you are moving into a new home or a new apartment, I always suggest that. Make sure after you've done the sage, the windows are open so the bad energy has a place to go. Yeah, you got to think about that. Also, if you check online and you just Google like prayers for house cleansing or whatever, you can say that prayer or the phrase while you're going around with the sage, and that just helps to reinforce clearing out that energy. But I digress. The next Goddess Guidance Oracle card you got was Kuan Yin, Compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Isn't that nice? Very peaceful. Good. So you might be dealing with some people that you're just, you know, I don't want to jump off Virgo and saying you're being harsh with anybody, but if you have, first of all, you get more bees with honey than vinegar, and second of all, everyone's going through something, right? We have no idea. Like, don't judge the Indian until you've walked a mile in his moccasins, is what I always heard when I was growing up. So just be compassionate with everybody, and you don't have to respond to everything everybody says. If it's negative, just walk away, because it's not, they're not vibrating on your frequency, and you don't need that lower level energies. And just try to be compassionate with people and give them blessings and walk away the other direction. Okay, the next card that came out for you was Lakshmi, Bright Future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. Got a little bit of glare here. Sorry about that. That's a pretty card. Okay, good. Well, I'm excited to see what's going to come up here with your reading based on these oracle cards. Home, friends, concerns about things, that will be okay. So let's see. I I like to get around 10 cards to come out. So what are the messages for Virgo for February 2020? What are the messages for Virgo for February 2020? What do the Virgoans who are watching this channel, this video today, or whenever they come across it, what is the message that they need to hear? So the sun finally came out at my house. We've had a couple of very dreary days here where I live. No snow or rain or anything, but just kind of like, do something one way or the other, right? And finally the sun came out. And when the sun comes out, I can just feel it like elevate through my body. There's just something about the sun. So I usually will find a spot in my house, because it's still kind of cold out, where I can just sit in the sun and get the sun rays on me. So if that might be a good suggestion for you if you're not feeling like you've got a lot of energy, or you're feeling a little depleted with the winter. Get some vitamin D, right? Sit out in the sun. I'll find some sun, a sliver of sun, and sit in it. My cat Olivia will come over and sit with me, and if a cat will like find just a little sliver of sunshine and lay in it, or bathe or whatever. And I mean, the animals know, so we should, even the birds, you'll see them sitting someplace perched with their wings out, just absorbing the sun and raising their body temperatures, right? Okay, so we've got 10 cards. The bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight usually comes in very quickly. He's intent. Nothing's going to stop him. Like, even though it's windy out, you can see how the wind is blowing the trees back. Doesn't matter him and his horse, they're in a big hurry to bring in information. And this is reversed. So there's been a slowdown in communication for you. The information's not coming in as quickly as you was hoping for it to. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what cards came out, and then I'll take a look at them and tell you what story I see. You've got the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the light is going to make me crazy, so let me move it over. I know you guys are getting a lot of glare. I don't know if that's any better. Strength in the reverse, the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Cups reversed, the Ace of Cups, the King of Pentacles, Death reversed, the Ace of Wands, and the Chariot. So right off the bat, you've got a couple of major arcana cards. You've got the Strength card, and you've got Death, and you've got the Chariot. So you got something on about information coming in. I see Cups, which are your emotions. I see Pentacles, which is your physical world, your health, your ego. And I only see a couple of Pentacles. So this might be, let's dive in and see. So you've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. So, you had some options there. We kind of call this pie in the sky, because the what's in the cups are not really clear to you. So you may have been dealing with some confusion over what to do, but maybe actually you've come to the realization and you have a little bit more clarity, and the cups are no longer reversed. All these different options that you had, maybe you've actually come to some sort of conclusion. However, you've got the Ten of Cups in reverse. Now, tens also represent endings of cycles. So, if you were in a very happy relationship or situation and something has come to the end of this, maybe you were waiting for a divorce to become finalized, that cycle is ended. And the next card is the Strength in reverse. So you might not be feeling in your power. You might also be dealing with a Leo. That's the Leo card. So you might not be feeling like you have much control over the situation that you're in right now. However, here's another 10. You've got your 10 of Wands. So this is a heavy burden that you've been carrying. Not sure if this is You know, it doesn't look like work. It looks like family or relationships here. Maybe you're taking care of somebody or have been taking care of somebody. You're walking towards your house. The burden is very heavy. However, you see this person is very strong. They're very capable of carrying these wands the rest of the way. And when they get there, they're going to set them down and the burdens will be over. There will be, you know, and again, it's a 10. It's an end of a cycle. So, you know, I'm thinking that maybe this is what it is. This might be a family situation that you have going on here. We're in Virgo, right? Yeah. This might be a family situation that you have going on because it came out. We were talking about home. We're talking about being compassionate and that there's a bright future and that try not to worry because things are going to be okay. All right, Virgo. The next card is the 9 of Cups in reverse. So you may have this disappointment that's going on and you don't feel like your wishes have been fulfilled. Maybe you've been hoping and praying diligently that things would turn around, but they're still in this position. You still have this disappointment that's not changing for you yet. And those are cups, so that's your emotions, right? The next card you have is the Ace of Cups. So this is something brand new coming in. This is brought to you from the divine. It's divinely gifted to you. The Ace of Cups, your cup will run over with joy and emotion. And you see there's the religious symbol there and the dove coming down out of the heavens. So this is a brand new beginning with emotional issue, an emotional situation. You have the King of Pentacles. This guy is very responsible with his money. He's also very generous with his money. But he thinks a lot about what he's going to do with this money. You know, maybe, I don't see the inheritance card here, but this might have something to do with coming into some money as well. I'm just getting that feeling based on these other cards. You've got Death reverse. So again, when death comes in the upright, it could be a physical death, but it could also be the ending of something. And afterwards, there's renewal. It's transition. It's something else has come through. But again, like you have this, you don't feel your wishes have been fulfilled, or you have this disappointment. It's not moving forward. You know, I think you're going to have ups and downs, or maybe you're going to take like 2 steps forward and 1 step back with this situation. Because again, the very next card is the Ace of Wands. So you have 2 aces down. You've got the Aces of Cups, which is your emotions, and the Ace of Wands, which is your health, your ego, your physical, but it's also passion. It's considered like a phallic symbol. So it could be someone coming in quickly with great passion for you or a new love interest. I don't see anything else that looks like you're making a choice between 2 people. You know, and I'm getting the feeling that this has something to do with family, but this might have something to do with your meeting someone and maybe introducing them into your family. The next card you have is the Chariot. This represents Cancer energy, Cancer zodiac sign, and quick movement, also travel and anything to do with your car or your mode of transportation, or maybe you're looking to purchase a car. The Charioteer doesn't even have reins. If you look, he's got his staff and he looks very determined. These 2 sphinxes are going slightly in the opposite direction, but the Charioteer is able to, through sheer will, cause the direction he wants these guys to go in. He's coming in quickly. He's coming in quickly right beside this guy, the Ace of Wands. So you might have a new love interest or something new that you're passionate about coming in. It could even be a job. You know, I think with the Pentacles, if it was the Ace of Pentacles, I would be thinking more about that. But it could be a project or something that you're really passionate about. You know, maybe you've come up with a new idea for something, a way to make money. I didn't mean to slam my crystal on the ground on the table. I'm sorry. I just wanted to look and see what is underneath the bottom of the deck here. Virgo, there's a lot of 2 step forward, 1 step back with this, because you've got the Chariot coming in quickly. And what did we say? the bottom of the deck was, which is kind of like the foundation for your reading, and that is the Knight of Swords reverse, which is slow movement. But you've got, you know, speed up, slow down here, which I don't get. The Five of Swords in reverse. This is, the Six of Cups in reverse. So you might not be willing to accept help from other people, and you're not being very patient with people either, or yourself. This is Temperance in reverse. So, your oracle cards are telling you to be compassionate with yourself and with others, and that there will be a bright future. So I still think that whatever the outcome on this is going to be okay. Let's see if I can get, what's the advice card? Let's pull an advice card here for Virgo for February 2020 about this situation that they're going with. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And if this is something to do with the family, I know that's asking a lot, universe. What is the message for Virgo? Okay. The Sun. So the child rides on this pure white horse, so that's a symbol of innocence and purity, and the child is naked, which represents vulnerability, and you've got the sun, which is, bright future and happiness and joy. So in terms of an outcome, that looks really, really good. 8 of Swords. This is worrying about stuff that's going on in your head, right? What does this say? Don't worry, everything's going to be fine. Some of these things are all up in your head and you can't get out of your head. Do you know, like, over 90% of people wake up in the morning and they start thinking and ruminating about the same stuff they were thinking about the day before. So just compound that by how many years old you are. And if you've been thinking about this same thing day in and day out, you're never going to make any progress. So there's some things you just have to let go of. She could easily loosen the binds, take her blindfold off, and just keep walking and get out of this. It's not even a fence. Like, she's trapped herself in her thoughts, right? These swords are your thoughts and this information that you have or whatever. And then down here, the water's emotions. So think about that. Just stepping outside of your emotions and the continual ruminating that you might be doing, and make a plan to move forward and come up with some goals, or maybe if this is something to do with your home or people that you're dealing with in your home, or I don't really think it's that much about money because you only have the King of Pentacles and he's upright, so he looks like the money situation is okay. This looks more like it might be relationships, either with people or someone who's rubbed you the wrong way or something like that. Oh, my nose is itching. Okay, so let's pull one of these Fairy Tale Lenormand and we'll see what this has to say and see if it can shed some light for us a little bit more on the situation. And you got the Whip. I'm not really familiar with these cards, so there's a little book that came with them, and you'll see these are tiny cards. Look how tiny they are. Yeah. So I'm going to have to read through the book, and I'll read you out loud what this signifies, the Whip, okay? 11. And they're usually kind of interesting. It really works to tie the whole message in. Okay. Whip. Anger, conflict, self-punishment. In the story of the Magic Turban, a younger brother makes his elder brother angry by stowing away on a ship. He is left behind in a foreign land as punishment. In his journey to find his brother, the younger boy finds 3 men arguing fiercely over 3 magical items: a turban, a whip, and a carpet. He tricks them so that he can steal these items and then uses them to return to his brother. This whip reminds you that we sometimes let anger drive us. Rage is at the heart of the issue when this card shows up. Has someone made you lose your temper? Are you punishing yourself for something you did? Watch out for conflict in your world that is fueled by fury. The cards near the whip can show you what fuels this anger. Whether you wield the whip or use it, or it is used against you, this card brings turmoil in its wake. Let the whip be your warning. So very interesting, you know, maybe this is what's going on with an issue that you have at home, because this came up with home. Really interesting. I hope everything will be okay, and this might be a really good message for you. Maybe it's going to tie everything together and bring you some clarity. So let's just review. I think everything's going to be okay, because you do have, you know, if you are arguing or having conflict with someone in your home, break out some compassion, and don't be so hard on yourself. You know, if this is something, it's all in your mind, or you're punishing yourself for something, get out there. Do something different, change your environment. Don't be ruminating things over and over again, day after day. Like if there's something that's gonna, maybe sometimes it just has to let bygones be bygones, right? If you've had some sort of upset in your home and your happy life, or things didn't go the way that you thought that they were gonna go, right? And you're feeling that you're not in your power right now to do anything about this, remember, every day is the opportunity for something new and an opportunity to change the outcome. Your burdens are going to be able to be laid down here very soon, and the new cycle will begin. Okay, you've got the cups, the Ace of Cups, which is brought to you from the divine. You know, whatever upset you'll be going through emotionally, you'll be feeling much better. You'll have more clarity. It still looks like your coins are very good. Just make sure you are being responsible with your coins. You might feel that the transition that's happening is going slow, but you do have this new passionate beginning coming in. It might even be a new relationship or something that you're passionate about. A new job, maybe you are moving and you're excited about that. And it's going to be coming in quickly, or you're dealing with a Cancerian. But remember that the future is bright. Okay? Virgo, I hope it all works out for you. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please do leave a comment below if this aligned with something that's going on with you, something you're just coming out of, or something that you see happening right now. And remember to use this information as guidance for you. You can always change the outcome based on using your own intuition and discernment. You're the one that makes things happen in your world. But I appreciate you stopping in. Please hit the notification bell, and I will see you again very soon. Have a wonderful February. Take care. Peace out.